We move from the first half of the year. We've done through June. Now we step into July, second half of the year. We are now in the either summer or winter season. The card here is from the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Linn. Let me bring it up. Communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being is the affirmation on this card from Denise Linn. Communicating freely. So what you see in this card is a face that is all in blue. So now we move into sort of throat chakra, right? That blue area, that communication area. Heart is present throughout everything, I feel. But then we get this blue. And from the mouth of this blue face with the sun, the sky and the stars above, we get the communication. We get waves, we get growth of plants, we get hearts, we get birds, we get music. So everything is in that flow, communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. And what does that mean? Well, that wants you to look at the first half of the year. The feelings, the personal song of the wild, the passion, the self-acceptance, the self-love that's in there. The expecting of miracles, the coming up through the challenge to blossom, the nurturing of Gaia, the nurturing and support and birthing of Queen of Cups, and then we get communicating freely. So whatever kind of communicating you're going to be doing in July, communicating with yourself, communicating at work, communicating with partners, communicating with family, communicating internationally, locally, whatever communication you're doing. This is saying you are keeping in mind all of that other stuff that has happened before, because that is part of the journey. So if you ignore the first half of the year and all those cards and all those messages and you leap into this, your communication will still be free, but will it really be from the depths of your being? Will it really be honoring your truth, honoring that nurturing, powerful, divine feminine energy, whether you are male or female or any other gender identity, right? How are you communicating? So you're going to really pay attention to your words. You're going to really pay attention to the words of others, the body signs of others, the body communication. You're going to pay attention to the land, the earth, nature, the weather. Communication is coming to us all the time. So there's some interpretation that needs to happen, and there's a lot of listening that needs to happen in July. And then the communication from you outwards can also be a part of it. Because if you're only talking, la, 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 and if you're doing no listening, and if you're doing no observing, then is there really free communication, or is it one-sided? So interesting. I communicate from the depths of my being is the affirmation on this card for July. And I love how it plays. Of course, you know, some of these cards are by the same authors, and cards, oracle cards, will have similarities in symbolism. But I love how, you know, we get the waves in here, we get the growth in here, we get the different colors as well. So we're getting, you know, that sort of rhythm of the year, which is really interesting. Okay. I can see in that card, and the reason why I think it talked about the first part of the year and what has been done and what is already paid attention to as it steps into the second part of the year, because I can see that there is a strategy by certain people to communicate in a way that does not represent from the depths of the being, that does not represent the nurturing, caring for everybody aspect. It is free in the sense of being able to communicate and communicating whatever is wanted, but it is not coming in that context of flow and heart energy and respecting chakras and respecting others and being the nurturer, being the carer for the planet as well as for the individual. So that, I think, is the difference and the nuance there. So that you'd want to notice and pay attention to, and then think about, again, going back to the January card, where are you filling your cups? Because you want to pay attention to that free flow of communication coming into you, what you're receiving, what you're observing, and then what you are putting out to yourself, to others, and to the world.